Today on Makeshift Crate, we're making cutting boards. Hey guys, I'm Corey, this Makeshift Crate, and we're making cutting board today. So I've never made a cutting board. I know a lot of people make them, but I feel like making one today. So we actually might make two. It might be the same thing. Not sure yet. See how the first one goes. But I think we're going to use some walnut and we're going to use some poplar. So let's get to figuring out how we're going to do this. So the only walnut I have is these pin blanks that I've been using for everything. I think if I were to cut a couple of these down, like this was a test idea, cut a couple of them down, we could probably make a long grain like that. I think that'll work. So I roughly cut this one in half. We'll roughly cut this in half and then probably in half again. So this is how we're going to do this. I have marked ever so faintly, you probably can't see it, but they're right there, where I want the blade to be. I'm going to get into position, double check, that should be it. I'm going to use this piece of scrap wood to hold it in place up against the back fence so that my hands are free. There we go. And as you can see, when it cuts, it doesn't cut quite all the way through, but it breaks right off, and we need to trim that off on the bandsaw real quick. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my guard down so that control. I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to hold it from back here. That way I can just kind of rod the blade in to get the little piece. Okay, so we got our walnut ready, which is the poplar we're going to use. So we'll go ahead and draw out the basic idea of what I want this to look like, and then figure out where I want the walnut to go in. So while the glue dries up on that one, we're going to take that time and we're going to try making one out of pine and poplar also. Why? Why not? Alright, cutting board number 2 is gluing up. Okay, this one's out of the clamp. You don't really have to do a whole lot to this one except for sand and scrape off some of the glue and stuff like that, and then we basically continue on with this. The other one, I think I'm gonna try to do some shaping on this, but I think because of how big we made it, I'm gonna have to wait and take this to work and plane it down. So we're basically on hold on this one to continue on this one. Alright, so we have sanded this completely down, took it up to, I think, 1800 grit on the flat surfaces. On the roundovers, we didn't, because I wasn't really worried about it. I'm probably going to sand it just a little more on the sides, and then this one is done and ready for finish. So for whatever reason, I can't find my flush cut saw, so we're just going to use a regular saw, see if we can get this to work. Wish me luck. So is that perfect? Hell no. But that's a start at least. So now we're going to attempt to sand this. See how it goes. And that's how we did it, guys. Super happy with how these turned out, especially for our first time doing it. If you would like to see more videos like this, YouTube's gonna have something suggested for you up here. There'll be a playlist down here. You can subscribe up there. We're gonna see you in the next one.